Well, a strong winter storm slamming Northern California right now. On the left side of your screen, video of a creek in the Sacramento County area there. You can see it's pretty high. And on the right, heavy snow falling in the Sierra right now. The Tahoe Truckee Unified School District has already declared this a snow day.
Not a big surprise there, right?
Not.
All right, it is 6 a.m. Good morning. I'm Deirdre Fitzpatrick.
And I'm Teo Terez. We got a busy day ahead because it is a weather impact day. Let's go to meteorologist Tamara, or weather alert day, pardon me.
A little bit of a different threshold. Yeah, we're up into that alert category for really three specific reasons. We've been seeing already some very strong gusty winds. We've had some good moderate to heavy rain throughout the last couple of hours, and the snowfall is going to be pretty steady for the entirety of the day today. Last 3 hours, you can clearly see the intensity of the rain kind of building as it goes from that color of green up to the yellow and orange contouring. That's where we're seeing some soaking rain right now. Grass Valley and down the 80 stretch, really right until you get to about Blue Canyon. Blue Canyon reporting rainfall currently. It's not until you hit Cisco Grove that it does start to turn over to snowfall up Interstate 80. We've got rainfall here in Georgetown, Lake of the Pines, and down the hill in towards Lincoln and along the 65 stretch there in Placer County. A good soaking rain follows you to greet you this morning there in Roseville. Sacramento, the rain's easing a little bit, but it's still nice and steady. And then if you're joining us in the San Joaquin Valley, Stockton down I-5, 99, those corridors are going to be pretty much wet and waterlogged with maybe some potential for standing water. You could also see some pretty good rain just moving south right now of Modesto and traveling off towards the east. It's coming down pretty good currently from about Cameron Park on up towards Pollock Pines. Plymouth getting a good soaking rainfall. And then once you get to the mountains, here's North Star at Highway 267. The snow is coming down, coating everything within its path from the light post there to the roads and then off to the sides of the roads. So today in the mountains, not advised to travel there if you don't need to be there. We've got winds gusting up and over 30 here in Truckee, gusting close to 50 there in Placerville, winds gusting close to 30 in Sacramento and gusting up and over 30 in Stockton and Modesto currently. So as we go through the day today, some of the best rainfall comes through really throughout the morning, some of the strongest winds. We get beyond about 10 a.m. There may be a brief rain break, but again, it'll be brief, and we get into more of the bands of rain that could be heavy to moderate as we get into the back half of the afternoon. Something we'll certainly keep an eye on. We'll have a closer look again at some of the estimated amounts of the rain and snow coming your way here in just a little bit. Right now, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Tamara, thank you.
Well, there have been a lot of issues out there on the roads this morning, and that does include a deadly accident that's happened out on Interstate 5.
It took place before 5 this morning on southbound I-5 near Twin Cities Road. KCRA3's Mike Tassell is learning new details about what happened and joins us live. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, and a scary and sad scene behind me. Right behind me, that is I-5. We are standing on Lambert Road for perspective, which goes right underneath the freeway. And what you'll notice, those headlights that are facing us, that is a big rig perpendicular to I-5 blocking the #1 lane. Now take a look at this video because we were actually driving towards Stockton this morning to cover weather in the south area, and this is what we came upon as we were driving on freeway speeds. We were able to slow down, but we could see this big rig, and it was fresh enough that right on the other side of the big rig, sadly, we saw a sedan with the entire top of the sedan sheared off, as it appears just from the visuals that it looks as though that sedan may have gone under this big rig. And so a confirmed fatality here, a sad scene. But as we come back out here live, also a reminder that in this rain, there's standing water, there's ponding, and those freeway speeds, something to take slower this morning for instances like this. You can't expect a big rig in front of you to jackknife, and really probably no time to react for that sedan driver. Investigation continuing for those drivers. Beware. This big rig right now blocking one of 2 lanes. Going to remain that way for quite some time. The corner on scene right now, and then they got to work with the big rig tows to get this jackknife big rig off of the freeway. Live on Lambert Road underneath I-5 this morning southbound. Mike Tassell, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Mike, we thank you so much. Breaking news as well. Shortly after the rain began in San Joaquin County, a driver was killed after crashing into a slough. The crash happened just before 8:30 last night near 8 Mile Road and Empire Tract Road north of Stockton. Divers went into the water to search. They found that driver, who was the only person inside of the vehicle. No word yet if weather was related. Our Brian Hickey is monitoring the rest of our roadways for us this morning in Live Tracker 3. Brian?
Yeah, good morning, Teo. And right now we are heading on the westbound side of Highway 50 through the WX freeway, and you can see some of the traffic here, wet roads in this spot, and you want to give yourself some extra time here as we're heading to a crash on southbound I-5 at Sutterville. Here's a look at the Caltrans camera at 99 at 4th Avenue, right near where we just passed through. There was a crash there. They've it looks like they've cleared the vehicles from that scene, but we are still seeing some slow traffic on that northbound side of 99 as you're approaching the connector to the WX freeway. The other slowdown I'm tracking is westbound Interstate 80. This is for drivers heading out onto the causeway. There was a stalled big rig in that area causing some slowing in that spot, so you want to give yourself extra time there. And then of course where Mike DeSello is located, 8 miles per hour is how fast drivers are going on that southbound side of I-5 approaching Twin Cities Road. Now here's what traffic looks like heading out onto the causeway. In fact, you can see that big rig tow truck heading out there to retrieve the stalled big rig that is blocking a lane on the causeway that is causing those delays for drivers heading westbound out towards Davis. And then also in the Tracy area, southbound 5 to 205, we've got a crash there that's causing delays on that stretch. And if you're heading into the Sierra, obviously we have chain controls across the mountain passes. 88 though is closed at the Carson Spur due to avalanche control. Back here on Live Tracker 3, we're getting ready to merge onto southbound I-5 where the rain continues to come down. We'll check out that spin out located right at Sutterville, just one of many spin outs we've reported across the area. So be careful if you're getting ready to head off to work. Live Tracker 3, I'm Brian Hickey. Back to you.
Yeah, you just can't even leave yourself enough time this morning. Thank you. Fire crews have been getting ready for the potential of more water rescues because of all this heavy rain. And a big concern is homeless groups that are living near the water. Both Sacramento City and Metro Fire Departments have rescue boats ready to go in case they have to do some rescues. Well, stormy weather has caused some power issues already. Right now, more than 2,000 SMUD customers do not have power in Sacramento County. You can see the biggest outages are in Arden and Carmichael. The utility company says they're aware of the outage and that crews are working on trying to fix that issue.
Well, the rain is impacting a lot of people right now. The snow is starting to pile up, and people in the Sierra are going to be dealing with their biggest snow of the season.
KCRA3's Melanie Wingo joining us now live from Soda Springs with a look at what those conditions are like.
Yeah, 6,600 feet in elevation where we are right now. And, a bit higher up in the Sierra, we're seeing the snow. We were at Kingville in our last report, and we just saw rain at that elevation. However, of note, they did lower the chain control checkpoint, so you'll encounter that at Eagle Lakes versus Cisco Grove. So it is now lower. Check it out. We're in the parking lot here at Donner Summit Gas in Soda Springs. Frank, our guy Frank at the gas station here, he has the plow out. He always gets up early to make sure this is clear for folks who are driving up into the Sierra and also folks who live in this area and work at the mountain resorts. They need to have this area clear if they want to pull off, gas up, and then head on off to work at some of the mountain resort areas. You can see, though, it's really piling up on the side roads. So if you are driving in the Sierra, if you live or work up here, you will face it today, and we have seen it nonstop since we arrived up here. Interstate 80, some slick conditions. As I mentioned in Kingville, where we saw more rain than snow, it was a little less treacherous on the roadway, but now at this elevation, 6,600 feet, it is slick and piling up with the snow on the interstate. We'll be back in just about a half hour to report back on the conditions, but for now, I'll send things back to you.
All right, thank you, Melanie. We do appreciate it. So while it's snowing now, we're really just at the beginning of all of this.
Well, let's check in with meteorologist Dirk Verdorn for a look at just how much snow could fall, Dirk.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that. But first, I wanted to touch on a little bit what Melanie was mentioning and the levels of the snow and what's going on with the snow levels right now. And this is what's interesting is on I-80, of course, that's where Melanie is. We're seeing the snow levels on the rise this morning. We actually have them up near Cisco Grove, which sits at about 5,700 feet. So that's a higher elevation. And then you jump down to Highway 50, and we have actually snow levels that are more around 4,000 feet. I think we can do that here. We can move that along, and you can see near Kybers is where we're seeing the snow level, and that sits at about 4,100 feet. And so that's what we're dealing with right now as far as snow levels. And so we start this out here talking about the snow. Yeah, we have some heavy snow that's falling in the Sierra. Around 5,000 feet. Some areas is higher, some areas is lower. Gusty winds up to 55 miles per hour. Snow levels are going to steadily rise as we go through the day today, up to about 5,700 feet, and stay at that elevation until we get into Friday when some colder air comes in, and we'll see those snow levels go from 5,500 feet down to 4,400 feet with gusts of 35 miles per hour. How much snow? A lot of snow. We could see 4 to 5 feet of snow at Donner Summit, 3 to 4 feet around Kingvale, and of course less farther down, but a lot of water as well. Rain amounts could be anywhere from over 3 to over 5 inches of rain. So we have a lot of rain in the Sierra, as well as the snow, and we also have the gusty winds that we're dealing with.
Yeah, that's all the perfect parameters, Dirk, to get us into this alert day type setting, because we have the wind that is right now pretty strong. I do think that as we head through the rest of the day today, though, as you'll notice, that we are going to see those winds start to really dial down slightly. We're still going to have occasional gusts. They're just not going to be as strong as what we're witnessing in the morning. And of course, even around 2, 3 o'clock this morning, those gusts were pretty strong. That's a live look for you right now in Stockton. The rain hitting the camera lens from the Adventist Health Arena Sky Camera. And yeah, everything is just kind of wet all around the entire region. Let's talk about the wind. This gives you a good visualization that these are sustained winds, so they're going to be in that range of 15 to close to 20 miles an hour during the morning drive. We start to get beyond 10 a.m. and those winds dial down slightly, but again, they don't completely go away. So we still could see gusts kick up in that range of 30 close to 40 later this afternoon, just not as strong as really the height of our wind event. Again, going back to 2 and 3 o'clock this morning when those winds were pushing 45 to 50 miles per hour. It's also coming down pretty good. The rain you could see clearly filling in. You've got a division here of the intensities where you see some of the lighter areas of green. The rain is pretty light but steady for you in Esparto, but then you start to get off towards Davis and into Winters and on into Sacramento, West Sacramento. The rain really starts to intensify. Same story here as we're seeing some good heavy steady rain in Placerville and then down the 49 corridor connecting off in our mother lode spots like Jackson and Plymouth neighborhoods. And it's been coming down pretty good around 49 into Georgetown and also around Pollock Pines. So the rain, the wind, the snow will continue. We'll have a closer look at what to expect for the rest of the day with Futurecast coming up in a little bit. Right now, I'll send it out to Brian Hickey. He joins us live in Live Tracker 3 with a real look at those road conditions.
Yeah, morning, Chandler. We are on southbound I-5 right now, just getting back on the road here at Sutterville, and we'll take you outside, and you can see the wet road out here. There's reports of a vehicle that is spun out in the center divide here along southbound I-5, and it's just one of many spin-outs across the area that we've seen this morning with standing water as the rain has continued to come down right through our morning commute here. So something you want to be aware of as you're getting ready to head out onto the road. Here's a live look at the Caltrans camera 99 at 4th Avenue. They've cleared up a crash there, and it looks like traffic is starting to flow better through that area where we had an earlier collision, but you can still see some of the slow traffic leading into that location. The other slowdown we're following is westbound Interstate 80 on the causeway. There's a stalled big rig. This is a live picture of traffic at West Capitol Avenue, and you can see it is just crawling through that area. The last traffic report, we saw a big rig tow truck heading out there, so likely they are working to retrieve that vehicle right now, and that's just adding to the slowdowns with speeds averaging around 7 miles per hour through that location. Back here in Live Tracker 3, still no signs of that spun out vehicle as we're coming up now on 43rd Avenue, but we'll continue to monitor traffic conditions here through South Sacramento. We'll send it back to you.
All right, we'll look for that. Thank you, Brian.